Hi, this is Debbie. Welcome to my channel. And you're going to have a good time. I talk about a lot of subjects. Usually it's whatever pops into my head. So I'm a Southern girl. I got a little bit of an accent and I've had a very interesting life, and I think you're going to enjoy my channel. I promise you, you won't be bored. Bye everyone. Stay tuned for what's in store. Well, where's the guy at? He's not in the bucket.
They know the tree now. They do it.
Oh, they're using it as a crane. Oh, I got you. Oh, wow. It's an old truck. Looks like 3 lanes. They should have 1 lane for the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
They gonna make it.
God, look at these 2 dogs up here. Don't know if you can see them. She's just pushing the carrier along. Hi everyone. I have arrived and I had to put on a hoodie and a jacket, and thank God I have boots on. Newark was hell. I'm going to do a whole video about Newark Airport. So, but it is refreshing. The air is refreshing here though. But I'm back in the U.S. What band is it that sings that? Back in the USSR. Oh, it's the Beatles. Oh my God. I just realized that song is Back in the USSR, not Back in the US. But I guess I can change the lyrics if I want. I've aged 2 years in the last 12 hours. I really have. Yeah, it's good lighting here, don't you think? I think it's good lighting. I am so glad I'm back in the US. The internet in the DR was giving me a very big headache. I bought at the duty-free shop these candy bars, white chocolate, had rum in them, and I ate 2 of them and I was drunk. I was drunk before I got on the plane off candy bar. Hi everyone. My vacation is officially over. I will be at work very, very soon. And boy, have they have definitely put the schedule on me. But I want to tell you, you have no idea how many people try to race me on the road. They're trying to race a 64-year-old woman in a 20-year-old car. And most of the time, I get a big chuckle. And most of the time I beat them. Yeah. And when the young teenagers get up next to me, their mouth just drops after I blow their doors off. Their mouth just drops and then they give me a thumbs up. So let's see. What can we talk about while I'm driving for the next hour? Yeah, I've been hearing terrible things in the news. And I don't want to depress anybody today, but it's just, the news is just getting so awful. I'm telling you, if you suffer from depression or you're going through a bad spell, don't watch the news. But I've had, I think, 2 people in my family who has breast cancer and is, one is going into chemo right now, and I can't imagine the fear, because I had a scare. I was told 2 years ago to get a breast biopsy, and I wouldn't do it. I've had so many operations, but there's just one. I just don't like the thought of a needle going in the baby feeders, right? So I finally got the nerve to do it. And then when I got there, they took 3 more mammograms, and then they said, oh, you don't need a breast biopsy. You just have dense breast tissue. Well, I could have told them that. Any number of people could have told him that. So, I don't know about you all, but I enjoy playing with little children. And it's going to be gardening time soon. And to me, that was one of the loveliest times in my life, is watching my daddy go through the seed catalog. I do believe when you drive, you should let one person out, because you may be that one person. Yeah, you may be that one person. It's just a courtesy thing. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. When you go from a third world or a developing country into the United States, it's culture shock. You see a place to eat every block, and you see 4, 6, 8 lane highways, and it is definitely a culture shock. Being able to get on the internet is a culture shock. So what were we talking about? The breast thing. So they didn't even do a biopsy on me, but I'm going to tell you what, I was scared, but if you have someone who supports you, I don't care what you're doing, especially married people, if you are supporting your spouse, you are a diamond in the rough, because I supported my spouse in his education. I worked while he was in college. I supported him. I helped him study, and I found out, I knew he was smart when I married him, but I didn't know that he was, a genius, because I think it runs in the family, because my son, they were going to hold him back in 2nd grade. No, they wanted to promote him to 3rd grade, and I'm going, wait a minute, how can this be? When he just tested on kindergarten level for reading, Okay, I am now in the middle of an intersection, and this is not good. So I go, how can you promote a child to 3rd grade who can't read? So I went and had him tested. Come to find out, he was a genius with his hands. And to this day, he is meticulous, whatever he does. And I think it runs in our family, the artisan. And my daughter was tested in 4th grade, and she came back being very intelligent. And when she got that report, she says, well, Mom, Dad, I don't have to listen to you anymore because I'm smarter than you. Well, that little test just about, my daughter turned into something that very few people could handle, because she was reading college books in 4th grade. Yeah, but my son got the opposite. He was gifted with his hands. Now, here it is, 12 o'clock in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and there's a traffic jam. I hate the fact that Fredericksburg is turning into another Fairfax, Virginia. I grew up in Fairfax, and there was no traffic jam on 66 or Route 50. Now, you better pack your breakfast and your lunch when you get on those roads. And 495, yeah, you better. So I was conflicted when I was away. And yes, I'm changing the subject. I was conflicted about whether or not I should get a tan on my face or not. And I know it's awfully hard. It's awfully hard, because once you get that damage from the sun, it's there. It's there forever. The only way to get rid of it is to have that laser, that Fraxel laser, which is, like I told you, thousands. So I think I'm going to turn on the AC. I am burning up. So I don't know about you all, but when I stay in a hotel, I always leave the maid a couple dollars, because that may be the only money she has to get her something to drink and some nabs or something. So I don't care where you're staying at, leave the maid something, even if it's 50 cents. Everything is appreciative. So I got a big chore on my hand. I got to empty out this car. I got to empty out this car. And boy, is it packed. And because once I got out of Dulles Airport, I spent the night somewhere else. And then last night I spent the night somewhere else. So this is the problem. I had to go through 4 things of luggage to get the toothbrush and all that stuff, because on your carry-on, you can't take that stuff, you see. So I have weighed both the pros and the cons of should you check in your baggage or should you not. Well, if you're handicapped, check in the luggage. Just give it to them all. Just give it all to them, because I played a juggling act, which was not good. I mean, trying to get your boarding pass, your passport out, even if it's around your neck, was a difficult chore for me, because I still had to juggle the carry-on and the purchases that I bought. Yeah, I purchased, I'm going to do a video about Newark Airport. Stay away from there. I'm telling you, stay away from there. I do have some coffee. Thank God my niece made me coffee. Anybody who makes me coffee is my best. You're my best friend forever. I don't know how I look. I don't really care. I don't care. I'm just glad to get back to my hometown, where it's not really my hometown. It's where I retired. Because there's no traffic there. And if there is traffic, it's the golf carts. The golf carts are all out at the same time. Yeah. So, yeah, my boss threw 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks solid on me. But I can do it. They covered for me. It's the least I can do. I just saw a whole lowboy full of sod. Let me tell you what, if you're putting down sod in your yard, you better the hell water it, and you better have proof that you watered it, because if you let it die, you can't go back on the landscaper, because he can tell. He can tell if you've, or she can tell if you've watered it. I remember a lot of people will say, I had a timer on. Well, you got to keep it saturated, and you can't let it sit on the truck, because sitting with sod on a truck, the heat that it generates, it's just like when you get a load of mulch. A lot of houses catch on fire just from the mulch. So yeah, you got to get that sod off the truck immediately, because it can cook itself. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. I got to get over in the right lane. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, when I go into the big city, I can't wait to get out of it. It's like I can't even go. People can't go shopping anymore because the traffic is such a bother. Yeah, I know I'm ranting, but I have no one to rant to, so I'll just rant to y'all. Oh, let's see if somebody will let me through. I gotta make a right-hand turn up here. Wonder if somebody will be nice and let me. Come on. Oh, he's gonna let me through. Good, because he was going the other way and I'm going this way. That's good. So I better get off here and pay attention. Bye, everyone.